Hey folks, welcome back. By the time I got everything done that I needed to this morning, I didn't start on this wood pile until it must have been 10 o'clock, and I got up at 5, which is late for me. It really is. So I got right at it, and haste makes waste, right? It really does. Wasn't paying attention. I was just trying to fill the wood shed up here. But let me show you how I think I remedied it. That's a hard word for me to say. And it's going to work, I think. I think it's going to work. I still have one more tier to put in front, which will bring it right out to the edge of the woodshed, right out to where I hang my tarp, right? And then I'll finish with the other woodshed. I'm not sure if it's all going to fit in the woodsheds, but I've got plenty of tarps. I could cover it up, and instead of hauling from the either woodshed, I can just haul from the pile across the road, right? So let me take you off and show you what I did, but I think it was a good idea after all. So it might have been meant to be. Okay, so here is the big woodshed. That's what I'm hauling my wood in from across the road, and it's uphill half the way, so it's pretty hard on the back and really hard on the knees, but this works pretty good. So this is how far I've gotten. Got the tarp hanging up there. I've got enough space here. This is the end of the front end of the wood pile or the woodshed, and I've got plenty enough room for another tier. But if you come over here, this barrel is going to go in the feed shed for the birds, and that's just my grain barrel. Now, folks, I have to mark I use a lot of flagging here, and I mark any pail that has a crack in it. See that? It's still good for grain, so I just mark it with orange flagging so I know that one cannot hold water. So this right here will go into the feed shed. This will go back into here because this here is what I put my grain in, right there. See, grain. So, well, while I've got that, that table will have to go, because I'll show you what I did, folks. I'll show you what I did. That right there cannot go in any of the coops. It cannot go into any of the outbuildings that I've got, because it won't fit through the door, because all my outbuildings were made to get a barrel width through, a lawnmower through, and I don't need a standard, 36-inch wide door to get into my outbuilding. So that right there is 2 inches too wide for my widest outbuilding door. So this right here is, well, it's one of my food, my bird food containers. I have that freezer. I have this here, and I have this right here is empty. I had to empty it into other containers so that can go in the food shed. But anyway, I'm just rambling. So I keep my grain for my birds into quite a few different tubs, if you will, containers, barrels, whatever. So that had to stay here. This door was over here, so it lifted up this way. It didn't make any sense because I needed more room for my wood, so I turned it this way. So, in order to utilize as much space that I can for wood, I just piled wood up until here, and then I stuck 2 small chunks of wood, took some, I think those are popple slabs, and just braced them up against that 2x6. And it works. It works. Those, they're not even bowed, and that's a lot of weight. So, but I did notice just right now while I was recording that this did push the freezer toward that door, toward that table, and this here where the legs attached. See that? So I need to take this out. It might be wedged right in there. Well, wouldn't that suck? That would. But anyway, this is what I ended up doing. And so far, I think it's working pretty good. The next tier we'll start right here, which gives me an entranceway to access the grain cooler. So I think that'll work. Okay, I had to stop this because I think I really did end up messing up. But this right here is what's stopping this lid from going up. So I can just take my cordless drill and take this off, and that'll go up and down. Phew! I didn't want to have to undo 2 rows of wood, folks. So that's just going to have to work for this year. A goof up turned into a pretty decent idea, but then it was a goof up, which is easily remedied. See, this is what happens when I have to stop and think everything through. This is kind of a half-ass type thing because I just want the wood in. It's supposed to start raining tomorrow, and this is everything you see here is about half of what I need to bring in. So I'm kind of trying to beat the rain and trying to find room for everything. Holy Hannah, folks. Shelly's Everyday Adventures did a video. I don't know if it was today or yesterday. I'm not really sure. She mentioned planning and organizing. I think it was 20 things you could make videos on or have topics on, make topics over. And the organizing was definitely, it's definitely not my forte, folks. I just get impatient, and when I'm tired, which I am because I just finished my work weekend, and I did not take a break at all, and I started raiding with the firewood yesterday afternoon, and then I got up this morning and went right at it, and then got to my firewood after my chores. So I'm a little bit sleep deprived, and I'm in a hurry, and I'm in a major crunch to get things done that I half-ass doing things, and it really slows me down in the end. So I really do know better. But there's the wood. That's as high as I can reach safely. Every year I tell myself I am not going to go any higher. This is like a foot higher, maybe a foot and a half higher than what I should have it as, because I'm known for reaching up, grabbing a stick, and then especially if I have gloves on and it comes down and hits me in the face. That's why I ended up with a chipped tooth in the front of my teeth, right? So we don't want that to happen too many times. But that right there, I guess, is working. I was going to have it braced here and have it on this side of the 2x6, but then I'd have to dig the drill, and then I'd have to dig out some screws that would fit through there, and I just went on that side. I don't know, folks. It's going to work either way, but There that is, folks. I couldn't stand it, folks. I wouldn't have been able to sleep if I didn't know if I had to take 2 tiers of wood down tomorrow. Right? I'm hoping this will come off. I'm really hoping this will come off. Yeah. All right, there's screws here somewhere. There's more screws. There's one right there. My bracing, that's all right. We'll get it when the wood is done. So I can move there. By jingas, that should work. Let's see. I think I just saved my own ass. There we go, folks. That was gonna bug me if I didn't do that tonight. So I've got a few of these. Whatever, I don't know what they're called, folks. And some screws, a washer. I know I got a few down in there, but I am certainly not worried about that at this point in time. I need to refill this. I like it. This right here, I'm not sure what cubic freezer this is. 4, 6. I need the light from the drill. 6 cubic foot. It holds exactly 5. It holds exactly 5 50-pound bags of grain. This one. Now this barrel, can I show you? Maybe. This blue barrel right here holds 3 3¼ bags. 35 35-gallon Rubbermaid trash cans, holds real close to 4 bags of grain. So the only problem with this one here is pretty heavy duty. Nothing has tried to chew through that, but I have had mice and squirrels chew through the Rubbermaid trash cans. So it is what it is, right? So look at that, folks. I can sleep a little better tonight. That opens up. Holy Hannah, that was gonna bug me. So we live and we learn. We try it. We sometimes win, sometimes we fail. It's all good. It's all part of the learning, right? All right. I really need to go back in and the ice packs weren't doing anything for my back but making it a little bit worse. So I've got extra large pain patches that you stick right on, and I order them in bulk, folks. I really do. So they work really nice, folks. So if you don't have those, they come in several different sizes. But I like to get the big ones so that I can cut them up to the size that I want. But the big ones are just perfect for my lower back. So that's always good to have on hand, folks, right? So, as most of you know, including myself, haste really does make waste. Sometimes you can make it work. A lot of times it puts you further back. Sometimes you have to undo things and redo it, right? I try not to do that. I handle the wood enough as it is from the time it's a tree till I haul it out of my house in an ash bucket. I think I counted one year, 13 times each stick has been handled. So, I guess that's it. Slow down, plan it out. Haste really does make waste most of the time, folks. So we all need a reminder with a goof up, right?